Good morning, everybody. My name is Paul Tucker. I am the District Attorney for Essex County. I'd first like to begin by offering my sincere condolences to the Gigliotti family, the family of Francis Gigliotti. Any loss of life, we know, has profound effects on family, friends, on the community, and we recognize that grief. Members of my staff this past Friday had an opportunity to meet with Mr. Gigliotti's family here at my office. We met with the family, their attorney, and they had the opportunity to view the videos that we will be sharing with you today. I am committed to sharing as much information as possible at the appropriate time. I know that there are many questions out there. I know the media has questions. We know the public has questions. But for today's briefing, we're going to concentrate on the video portion of the investigation. As most of you are now likely aware, on July 11th, 2025, at approximately 6:22 p.m., the Haverhill Police Department received a call for a male party that was behaving erratically in the area of 115 White Street. Responding officers arrived and found 43-year-old Francis Gigliotti behaving in an alarming manner. The officers called for an ambulance to assess his well-being, but he subsequently fled the scene on foot and thereafter tried to enter the establishment, Bradford Seafood, at 124 Winter Street. That establishment was full of patrons and was open for business at the time. Officers attempted to restrain Mr. Gigliotti for the safety of the surrounding patrons and for EMS to come and assess his well-being. Ultimately, Mr. Gigliotti and the officers ended up in a struggle and ended up on the ground outside of Bradford Seafood. During this encounter, Mr. Gigliotti became unresponsive, and first responders immediately began giving life-saving aid. EMS arrived moments later. Mr. Gigliotti was transported to the local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. I can assure you that a complete, impartial, and independent investigation will be done by my office, and that I am committed to transparency and providing the public with as much information as we can at the appropriate time. This includes sharing the video that we will today, showing Mr. Gigliotti prior to his interaction with the police up until the time that he's being restrained. With the help of publicly submitted videos and the usage of Haverhill city cameras, we are able to piece together the movements of Mr. Gigliotti during the early evening hours of July 11th. I want to take a brief moment to thank members of the public who submitted videos. Our office put the call out for anybody that had videos, and the response by the public was outstanding. We very much appreciate the fact that people step forward to share those videos. Having any video in a case like this to an investigation is crucial. For purposes of this briefing, we have compiled a 28-minute video. It's a sequence that begins at 4:26 on July 11th, but please note that each of these sourced videos have been edited for today's purposes for brevity. At some point very soon, we will release all of the video footage that runs approximately 90 minutes, and we're committed to releasing that in its raw, unedited form. I would also ask you to be mindful that when you see the timestamps on the videos, that these videos have come from a variety of sources, and these timestamps are going to vary due to clock precision and desynchronization. Not everything lines up perfectly because of the differences in the videos that came to us. I'll also note that the faces of private citizens and children have been blurred for their protection and their privacy. Additionally, the last portion of this video, which includes Mr. Gigliotti being treated, has been blurred, but we have left the audio portion in place, and you will hear that. Lastly, any video surveillance that we have in our possession will become open to the public. As I mentioned, we will give you a link for that. During the showing of the 28-minute video, I will offer a brief narration only for the purpose of giving you the context of what you're seeing. There'll be no other narrative or conclusions drawn. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play the audio of the 911 call, and then we'll go into the video itself. And at the end, I will take questions particularly to the audio and visual portion of the investigation. As I'm sure you can all understand, this is still an active investigation. There are many parts to it. This is simply one part of the investigation.
April Police, dispatch to safe telecast recorded. White Street, a guy with a white shirt and white hat. He came out of our apartment building, falling on the floor, falling anywhere, running in the middle of the street all crazy, like he was on something. He almost had a call with his head. He ran down White Street and he took the left when it, you know how White Street, when you go down and take the left one time? He went that way. But I would also like an officer to come into my building and check the hallway and see if there's another one.
So do you live there?
No, I live here in 116 White Street. This is what he's about. His name is Francis, by the way. I heard somebody say Francis. And white shirt, white hat, long hair. Went down White Street, took the left where the 110 tram. He's somewhere in that area. I don't see him no more. But he came out of 116. He's real messed up. He's like running around all crazy, waving his hands around, going to the middle of the street.
Okay, so he was running towards Winter Street?
You go down White Street, you know how you take the left and you still 110?
Yeah.
That's the way he went.
So was he going towards Winter Street or towards Main Street?
Towards Winter Street.
Towards Winter Streat?
Wait a minute, I really don't know these streets that good. So which still, okay, wait, look at which street, so you take a left right there?
Yeah.
I said 110, he went down that way.
Okay, yeah, that's towards Winter Street. What did you?
I'm now going to play the video. You will see that some of the video has been already put out on various social media platforms. Some of it will be seen publicly for the first time right now. Mr. Gigliotti is seen here with a white hat and a white shirt. You'll see him on the left side of the screen enter the building. He's just come out of the building. What you see now is him meeting somebody in a car. There'll be 3 separate views of this from different angles. Now you'll see the car drive away. This is a different view of that same shot. And the third view. And there'll be one more view of that. Some of the video will have audio portions depending on the source.
Music, is it done?
No.
I'm going straight.
She's like,
I'm going straight.
She's like, calm down. Calm down, sister. Should we get out, guys?
Bro, I don't want to pull it.
Do I still go straight, guys?
Yes.
But why would you?
Why would you go straight? No, what are we doing?
Alright. Did you have someone on your place? What if we look down here?
Bro,
Just stop right here.
bro.
Sure too. Look at the lady here. Gosh, I pulled over here. I stopped the video because I felt like the car was too close. Alright. Oh, just go.
You guys are gonna, bro, we're gonna get stuck here. Like, you guys are fucking
It's
smart.
fine.
Be easy with that boy though. He got issues. Be easy with that boy. You heard? Be easy with that boy because he got issues. Be easy with that boy. Make sure you be easy with that boy. You heard? Don't think it takes all you got to hold homeboy down though. So be careful with him though. Be careful with him though. Yes, ma'am.
Cardiac arrest. Then you have that injection. I'll do that right away. Come on, back up.
fighting them, bro.
He was fighting somebody?
No, he was fighting all of them.
So he was gonna, he
Or the police
got,
they
he
shot?
almost got hit a few times, cause I saw him at the liquor store. And
So
he ran in front of a
He was
car.
fighting the police they shot.
So, no, supposedly someone whooped his ass. This kid that lived in my building.
He
said, "Yo,
resisted
this kid
arrest."
bullied him." But then I came up here and he was resisting, bro. I got it all on video here, bro.
Did you see
You know,
it?
that's dead, bro. Stop
He
breathing.
was trying to get into the store.
So they shot him though.
No, they didn't shoot him.
They didn't shoot him.
They didn't shoot him.
No.
And he still stopped breathing?
No, they were trying to cuff him and he stopped breathing. He just went quiet, man.
Yeah, estaba bien, he was really high.
Yeah, he was all good.
So he almost ran into a couple of vehicles. He came all the way from the liquor store this way, and I was fine with him, like, you know, let me make sure this dude doesn't get hurt or anything like that. But then the police showed up, and he saw them, and he acted like he was gonna grab something in the garbage, and he turned the lights on, and he was talking to us, then I went around. When I came back around, he was still running, and he was coming up, and they were all chasing him off. And he tried getting there, and they were forcing, so he resisted arrest. I was fighting it, his heart couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Then they were trying to bring him back for a while.
Couple minutes.
Sure. Or even in like 10 minutes, he's still not back.
I heard it.
I think he's gone, he's gone.
That's the video that we have edited, but it is also done in chronological order. And we will have a link available. Our press person, Mike Feldman, is here. If you reach out to him, we'll have a link for you to access it. And as quickly as we can, have all 90-plus minutes of all the footage we have. We will also get that out to you in an unedited, raw form as well. So having seen the video and having said that, I will take a few questions, and I just ask that all of you keep in mind that this is a completely active investigation. There is much that we cannot see, but to the extent that I can help put it in some context, I'll be able to do that.
Do you know his cause of death at this point?
We do not. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner is doing an independent investigation, as is their charge by law. Once we get the results, we will put that into the investigation and make that public as well.
Is it appropriate to have 7 officers against 1 man, even if his behavior is erratic?
So the scope of our investigation is to see if there was any criminal charges coming forward. Obviously, all of that is going to be looked at.
DA, what is your take from that video? Can you share, what are your thoughts about seeing all of that video?
So I'm not going to prejudge. I think that when we take a look at the video, people can see into it what they do. As part of the investigation, we're going to break it down piece by piece. And as we stand here today, I am nowhere near able to say what we're prejudging or any conclusions that we've drawn.
Gee, would you categorize anybody being in danger, including the officers, at any point during that interaction?
I think the video speaks for itself.
What was the duration of it?
You take a look at the actions that took place, something that we've all seen.
I mean, did you try clearing the restaurant or anything, or did the officers try to clear the restaurant? I mean, they were just sitting there kind of watching.
So I did not see that in the video.
What was the duration from the very start of the video that you showed till the ending? Over what time period did that whole thing take place?
I want to say it was around 4 p.m., a little after 4 is when it begins, and the call came in a little after 6, so from there.
Were you able, from that video that we saw, we weren't actually able to see where each officer was leaning on Mr. Gigliotti? Like, was this the proper way to restrain someone? Were they on his chest? Were they on his head? Were they on his hands?
So there'll be a time and a place for that, and as I said, really today's purpose was to show the video and be transparent. I'm drawing no conclusions as of today. Obviously, that would be part of any investigation that we do. And was it in conformance with the law, particularly Massachusetts law?
When the lady that was screaming in the video, please bring him back, was that the voice of the mother of Gigliotti? And when you showed them the video, what was their response?
So I'm gonna keep private the response to the video. That was a private meeting with the family and the attorney. I don't know if that's been confirmed who the voice is on there. I heard it, I'm not gonna confirm who it was, so.
The SUV in the video earlier that stops and he opens the hatch, is that someone he knew?
I'm not gonna identify who it is. We know who it is, and that'll be part of the investigation. I'm not prepared to confirm who that was today, but we know who it is.
Did he know? Were they known to each other?
That's something that we'll be releasing in the final report. So,
You've already announced that one arrest has been made in connection to this with someone who may have given him drugs, is the
Joseph
allegation.
Hurley.
Right, so.
Has he been charged with selling drugs to Francis?
so I'm gonna refer you, and we will have copies before you leave. I'm gonna let the Haverhill Police Report stand on its own. If anybody does not have a copy of that, we'll provide that before we leave.
Are there any other charges besides Joseph Hurley?
I'm gonna let the Haverhill Police Report stand for now.
Officers still placed on administrative leave,
As of now, they are still on administrative leave.
total of 7.
7, yeah. So if there's no further questions on the video portion, what I expect to do is when we have further information, any update, and I'm not gonna put a timeline on that, but we are proceeding with the investigation, and when there is something that we determine that the public should know, we're gonna balance that against the integrity of the investigation.
DA,
Yes.
could you just explain what the third-party investigation, will it be an inquest, or will it just be another agency doing it? Or?
By law, the district attorney's office directs and controls any death investigation. We take that seriously. It's one of the solemn duties that we do. This office is solely responsible for directing and controlling the investigation.
So with no real narration of what we saw, just us using our own eyes, why was it important for you to have a press conference today to show that?
There's been so many questions, and I think if you take a look at what's been out on social media, the speculation, I think the public has a right to know in as timely a fashion as we can. There were some videos here that the public had not seen. I think it's important for people to see that. There are the phases of the investigation. Obviously, the totality of where we're going to end up, we're far away from that now. But this was the first piece of the investigation that I felt that the public had a right to see as quickly as we could get it out.
Do you have a message in light of many of the questions people have about what happened?
A thorough investigation will be done by this office. It will be impartial, and it will be very fair. So, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So I appreciate everybody coming.
Will the
Thank
body
you.
camera footage be available with a longer form video?
There is no body cam footage.
No.
So we have city cams from Haverhill, and we have all the sourced videos that came in from the public. So
None of the officers had body cams.
they did not. So, all right, thank you, I appreciate everybody being here.